I need to stop thinking in Portuguese. I want to improve my English. I enjoy watching films in English, but I need to use the subtitles. These are very common things I usually hear from my students. But okay, I'm not here to talk about it today. Let's understand how we use verbs with infinitive and verbs with a gerund or the verb with ing. First of all, remember not everything in English has a specific rule. Most of the times, I always tell you to try to understand it and express it in a natural way rather than trying to think of patterns, rules, this is like that. And because English is a language, and as a language, it is always changing. And it's not constructed by only rules. It expresses a way people communicate, think, and communicate. But I'm here today to try to make it easier for you to understand these verbs. Let's do it. Here's the thing. The verbs such as want, decide, need, plan, they are always followed by a verb in the infinitive. So you have, I need to improve my English. I want to speak with confidence. The same happens with offer, hope, promise, and the list goes on. Now, some other verbs such as enjoy, avoid, suggest, they are always followed by an ing verb or a verb in the gerund form. Okay, teacher, but why does it happen? First thing you have to understand, and I always tell you that English is not Portuguese. So it will be very confusing if you try to translate these verbs to Portuguese so you can find the most appropriate structure. One more thing, remember that ing is not always about ando, indo. No, ing in the verb can be a mere grammatical construction. In that case, the ing doesn't change the meaning or the idea of the verb. The truth is that there isn't a specific rule in the situation, but today I'll teach you a hack that may help you most of the time. So, every time your complement to the verb is an action, a decision, you use to plus verb. Now, to discover if you need to use ing in the verb as a complement, it is very simple. Ask the question, what? To discover the complement, if you are able to ask the question, what, chances are this verb will come in the ing because we're talking about an activity. The verb is working as a noun. In this case, ing is the answer. I'm going to give you an example. I enjoy spending time with my family. In that case, to discover the complement, you could ask, what do you enjoy? And the answer would be spending time with my family. If the question what can be asked, probably the verb will come in the ing. The doctor told me to avoid drinking soft drinks. So, what do I need to avoid? Drinking soft drinks. I miss spending time with my friends. What do you miss? Spending time with my friends. Get it? So, it is more about trying to understand how it works in English than, of course, translating it to Portuguese. Now, some verbs can be followed by both infinitive and ing, but in that case, most verbs will assume different significations when followed by infinitive or by an ing form. But this is a conversation for the next video.